Today we're making a simple 1 by 1 inch pig. I'm starting with a piece that's 6.5 centimeters long. The pig itself is going to be about 5 centimeters in length, but it helps if the piece is a little bit longer so that it's easier to hold on to. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off 2 opposing edges and we're going to make them flat. And how much we're going to take is about 1/3 of each side. So if I divide this in 3, here's the starting point, and when I divide this in 3, here's the ending point of this line, and the same on this side. And then we can just remove these edges with some rough cuts and push cuts. That's good. Next we're going to make these 2 edges round. Something like that, so the pig is going to be quite a bit higher than it is wide. If you're struggling with these measurements and you don't know exactly what to do, you can also divide this height in 5 parts, and then in the top 4 parts you can make a circle, and that's going to be the width of the pig. And then again we're going to use rough cuts to remove these edges. That's good enough for now. Next I'm measuring that 5 centimeters or 2 inches, and then we're gonna create the basic side profile of the pig. And it's gonna be very simple. It's just gonna be a kidney shape, but before we make that, I'm gonna divide this in 5 parts, and it's gonna be a centimeter each. You can measure that if you want, or then you can just eyeball it. And then that kidney shape is going to go so here we have a little curve that goes into the halfway point between these 2 lines. Then here we have another curve that goes halfway up the height of this block, starting from this line and ending up here on the edge, something like that. And then the inside curve of the kidney shape is going to be on this line. And then naturally we have this outside curve. Put that inside curve a little bit too deep, so I'm gonna remake it. So outside curve and an inside curve and an outside curve, just something like that. A very slight curvature over here and a bit more aggressive curve over here. Looks kind of like a kidney or a potato or a bean or something. And now we're gonna cut this shape, except that we're gonna leave this bit attached so that we have some extra wood to hold on to. But I can still make this stop cut over here. And then I can remove this bit, so this little corner over here. And then I'm making that outside curve over here where the head is going to be, and that inside curve. This is a slightly awkward place to cut, so you're probably gonna have to cut from both sides like that. It doesn't have to be super smooth yet. And then we have another outside curve over here. I'm using stop cuts again. That's good. Next we're gonna look at this from the top, and we're gonna again remove some wood using this line. So 2/5 of the way from this end. And I'll copy that line onto the other side and make a pointy shape like this, with a little bit of curvature. So it's not like a sharp triangular shape, but a little bit pointy like that. And we're also gonna leave a flat area over here on the front. And for this you can use rough cuts or push cuts. That's good. Next we're gonna make a place for the ears. And for that I'm redrawing this line over here, so the 1/5 line. And right there we're going to have the front of the ears. And these are just going to be 2 little stop cuts. That's good. So you just take away a little bit of wood from these edges, and that way we have the front of the ears. Next we're going to make an inside curve over here. And over here we need to have a square shape. So don't make these too flat. That's where the nose is going to be. So we need this flat area, but that square shape is enough for that. And this inside curve on the top of the nose can be made with this push cut version of the sweeping cut. Like that. Then we can make some sweeping cuts between the ears to separate them from each other. That'll get it going nicely. Next we're going to make V cuts behind the ears. So this time we don't want a straight face like that. We want it to be slanted. So we're going to make slanted cuts from both sides like this, instead of one directly into the wood and then another one like that. It's already starting to look like a pig a little bit. We can also extend these V-cuts over here in between the ears to create a sharper corner that'll define the ear a little bit better. That's good. Next we're going to do a lot of rounding. Right now that we have these ears, we don't need to worry about taking too much wood away from these sharp edges, and we can just make all of these edges round, except for these ones. So we're going to leave this rectangular shape on the bottom as it is, but all of these other sharp edges can be made round. And that can be done with paring cuts and push cuts. So we're just removing very thin slices and making everything a little bit rounder. Not only the sharp edges, but also if we have pointy corners or anything like that, we're going to want to remove those. Over here, making this edge rounder means that we need to extend this inside corner to the sides a little bit. That's good enough for now. Next we're going to work on the legs. Right here we need a more aggressive inside curve, starting from this edge. Something like that. Then behind these limbs we're going to make a stop cut, just something like that. Doesn't have to be super deep. That's good. Then we're going to do a similar thing over here, except that it's going to be a slightly sharper corner that's not going directly up, but a little bit like that. But because the stomach is not going to be touching the floor, we can also remove a little bit of this and turn it into a nice round curve. And that'll make it a lot easier to carve this corner. So I'm just starting with whatever kind of V-cut, stop cut variation I can use to get a little bit into the wood, and then I'm removing some of this mass on the stomach, making this curve with these small push cuts. And now it's very easy to start working on this little corner over here. I'm starting from the edges like this, making a V-cut, another V-cut on the other side, and now all we have to do is make this little inside corner match these corners so that it's just a straight line somewhere inside there. I'm sliding the cuts like this so that I don't create too much pressure, because this is pretty thin. It could quite easily break off, especially since we're cutting that way. So small sliding cuts with barely any pressure is what we're looking for. That's good. And next we're going to do the same kind of treatment we did over here, but for these two edges. So we're going to make them round by extending these inside corners over here to the sides, making them curve like that. And we can make them curve a little bit outward so that the leg is thicker up here than it is over here. Even more so, we need to do that over here, because the leg is not going to go like that, it's going to be more like that. So I'm making this top cut with the tip of the blade. And then making this part of the stomach round. That's good. We're very close to being finished with this project, but over here we can add a little bit of detail to the face, so I'm emphasizing the distinction between the fronts of the ears and the face. This is a little bit of an awkward place to cut, so be careful not to break anything. I want there to be a slight outside curve right around here. Then I'm gonna make the face a little bit thinner so that the ears are the furthest away part to the sides when it comes to the face. So I'm creating a V cut also over here. That's good. And then the ears need to be more pointy, more triangular, something like that. That's just a matter of a little bit of refinement. And next we can make two small V cuts for the eyes, just something like that. I think I'll take a little bit of this thickness away from the sides to make the upper part of the head a little bit slimmer and to make the eyes a little bit narrower, like that. The tip of the nose is gonna need to be a little bit more slanted. Plus I need to take away the rough part that was caused by the handsaw when I made this block. That's better, so it's not completely vertical, but it's a little bit slanted like that. And then we need to make it a little bit narrower from the top. It's not quite a triangular shape, but it's something like this, where it gets more pointy over here and it's wider down here. Few sweeping cuts will do, and then I'll make these edges that were just created a bit rounder. That's good. Before we make a couple final steps, now is the time for some refinement. So if there are some places that are still a little bit rough or disproportionate, like in my case, the face is a little too wide this way along with the snout. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this thickness away while retaining this bit, so that means some sweeping cuts. And once you're happy with the result, then it's time to move on to the final 3 steps. I made this nose just a little bit smaller too, so that it better matches the thinner face shape. So 3 more things left to do. The first one is separating the feet from each other. So I'm just making some small V cuts. This also means rounding the edges of those V-cuts that were created and making this kind of a two-sided stop cut where I cut from here, and from here. Here on the front we're gonna do the same thing. I'm also extending these inside corners that were just created a little bit higher up over here to create a better distinction between the legs and the neck. And then the same for the hind limbs. But before we do anything with this part, we need to remove all of this. I'm gonna leave a little bit of extra room here for the tail. So I'm not gonna make this perfectly round like that. Instead I leave a tiny little corner over here and everything else can go. Once we're starting to get closer to the shape we want, it's time to switch to sweeping cuts so that we can make the rear end rounder, but we can keep this bit at the same time. And then we can make a few stop cuts. And now we can carve this part using the tip of the blade like this and then making a little stop cut here. This is a little bit of a tricky area to cut. I'm still rounding the tail just a little bit and making it slightly more curved and a little bit shorter. And that's it for the project.